Hello everyone. All right, how are we all?
Hello and welcome to a very special fans Q&A here inside a glistening Old Trafford. And to my left I'm joined by women's captain Maya Le Tissier, and as you can see behind me we've got some very special guests in attendance at the Theatre of Dreams this afternoon. We've got 11 United women supporters who are going to ask Maya some questions, all wide ranging, and hopefully we get some really good answers from everybody here in attendance. Maya, I just want to quickly start with you, and just sat here at the Theatre of Dreams. You've played here a few times for United now. What does it mean to you when you come out and play on this prestigious pitch?
Yeah, it's special. We've had some really good memories here, I think. Yeah, with all the fans in and playing on the pitch is unbelievable, and yeah, very special kind of feeling when we step out here. It was actually my first time as captain as well. I stepped out here from the tunnel, so yeah, very good memories.
Nice. So we'll get cracking into it. We've got some really good questions ready, prepared for you.
A bit scared actually.
I'm sure it'll be absolutely fine. So if we start here, we've got one question for Maya. Take it away.
If you wouldn't have become a footballer, what would you become?
Oh, I think my family said to me that I'm lucky to be a footballer, so I'm not actually sure. But I would probably say something in sport. Knowing me, I'd probably try and become a professional in some other sport, because I just love sport so much. And yeah, I feel like that's one of the things that I'm good at, so I would probably stick to that. Or I would own my own coffee shop, something like that. I do like drinking coffee as well.
What was your motivation, the fire that drove you to where you are now?
Oh, good question. I think, I don't know. I come from quite a small place and no one's ever really become a women's footballer from there. So I think my motivation for that was to kind of create a path that people haven't done before, prove people wrong. It's one of the things I love doing. I know people say that you shouldn't do that, but I love doing it. And yeah, kind of just creating a pathway from people from where I'm from can see, and they can come and be a professional footballer. And I think I'd never would have jumped to playing at the biggest club in the world, and I'm here now, so I think anything's possible. And yeah, my family had a big part to play in that too.
What help gives you motivation on the days when you don't feel very motivated?
I think my teammates. We're in together every single day, trying to do the same things, trying to win games, trying to get better in training. We have a really good group at United now, so yeah, I think since I've been at the club, the togetherness of the team has been amazing. And yeah, I think, if we're not really in the mood for football or whatever, we'll have a laugh and we'll get training, and I'm sure we'll work really hard. So yeah, I think my teammates.
What advice would you give to young girls wanting to be a professional footballer?
Oh, good question. God, you guys are really racking my brains today. What would I say? Just enjoy it. Don't put any pressure on yourself. I never thought, as I said before, that I would be a professional footballer. I always wanted to be. But, everything happens for a reason. If things don't go well, it's fine. You just keep on going, and I think that's what I've done, and I think a lot of the girls have done the same thing. Not everything's plain sailing, so yeah, just keep at it, keep enjoying yourself, work hard, and yeah, listen to your coaches as well.
Who is the best player you've ever played against?
Best player I've played against? Who have I played against? That's been tricky. I would say I used to play fullback, and I played against Lauren Hemp once, who plays for Man City, and she was a nightmare. Yeah, she was really tricky to defend against. But yeah, I would probably say Lauren Hemp. Lauren James as well plays for Chelsea. Can't get the ball for her, unfortunately, so that's quite tricky as well. But yeah, I think we've got there's so many good players, especially in the Lionesses as well. So yeah, every time at training it's hard, but it's also really fun to try and win the battles as well. Hello.
What's the best thing about being the Manchester United captain?
Oh, the best thing? I think leading the girls out on a match day. That's always cool. As I said before, my first game captain was actually here at Old Trafford, and we won, so that was a good start, I think. Yeah, so I would probably say that. I think probably my family and all my friends and everyone thinks it's cooler than me. You know, when you're in it, it's kind of hard to see like how special it is, but I know it's massive to be captain of Man United, and it's never something that I would take for granted.
Hi Maya, I'm a defender like you. What do you do when you come up against a player who's bigger and stronger than you?
Snap them. First minute. No, don't do that, you get sent off. What would I do? It depends what they're good at. I think if they're powerful and they're quick, I like a race myself. I'd say I'm pretty quick myself, so I'm not the biggest obviously of defenders, and if I was to try and use my body and try and battle against the biggest players, I wouldn't win, and it's just simple as that. You've got to know your strengths, you've got to know your weaknesses, so I would try and be a little bit more clever with my positioning. And yeah, if I can get in a race with them, I will get in a race, but yeah, I try and do the work early and not really get into that fight as they probably would want me to.
Hi, Maya. Did you always want to be a famous footballer when you were growing up? If not, what did you want to be?
Oh, a famous footballer? I don't think I'm famous. You think I'm famous?
Yeah.
You think? Oh God, I don't know about that. I did always want to be a footballer. Not going to lie, every day at school I'd be sat there just thinking, oh, I can't wait to go and play football tonight. Yeah, and I think I just loved it. I started playing when I was 4 years old. So yeah, that's like kind of all I ever knew. My dad he's a big football guy as well, so it kind of just rubbed off on me. And yeah, I didn't think I'd ever be a professional footballer just because where I was, and it wasn't really a thing. But when I got a little bit older and knew that there was kind of a pathway that I could follow, and women's football was getting bigger and bigger, I definitely thought I want to be a part of that, and yeah, just kept on working. And you have to have some luck as well, of course. But yeah, just kept on going, and yeah, here I am. And what I would have been, as I said, I don't know. Maybe just walking my dog, going for coffee. Don't know how I'd make my money though.
Out of all the players you've played with, who do you miss the most playing with?
Miss the most?
Yeah.
Ooh, God, who's not going to be offended at this? My first season ever at United, I played with Honor. She played right back and I played right centre half, so there was a really nice kind of partnership there. Obviously I love playing with all of the other right backs as well. We have Jade and Aoife now, who are fantastic players too, but I had a really good relationship with Honor. It's my first season at United as well, so it was yeah, different from when I was at my old club. So yeah, I would probably say I miss playing the most with Honor. She was a fantastic footballer. She plays for Barcelona now, so I think it shows how good she is. And yeah, I seen her the other day actually at the Lionesses game against Spain, so that was really nice. And I think Lucia as well. She played the right hand side. I used to just smash it over the top, and she was so fast that she can go and get it. So yeah, I think both the Spanish goals, it was really nice.
How did it feel stepping on the pitch as captain the first time, and have your emotions changed since?
No, I don't think my emotions have changed since. As I said before, like, it's such a special feeling. I literally remember coming out that tunnel there and just walking on, and my family were up there in them darker red seats over there, so that was really nice that they were here for that. They tried to come to most of my matches as well, so yeah, a very special feeling, not one I ever thought would happen. Obviously we had Zell here before, and she's been at United for ages, so I never thought even it was like that I was ever going to be able to have the opportunity. So yeah, I'm very grateful to have the opportunity to captain the team and just try and do my best.
Who was your footballing idol, male and female, growing up?
Oh God, I'd say Rio Ferdinand. Yeah, he was a great defender. I used to love watching him. And Steph Horton, she was centre half. She's retired now, only recently. So yeah, she was one of the main players that I looked up to. Her and Lucy Bronze as well. She plays right side, and it's a bit weird that I'm in the same team as her now at the Lionesses. But yeah, I think both of those two, kind of they were at the top of their game when I was coming through. Bronzy's obviously still playing, but Steph's now retired, so they were playing for England, and that's what I really wanted to do. So I would just watch the England games and yeah, try to become them.
Superb.
Thanks for the questions,
Some really
guys.
good questions,
God.
guys. Give yourselves a round of applause.
Yeah,
that was really,
very good.
Well done. Fantastic.
Very good.
Amazing. May, we've just got a couple more for you before
No
we
worries.
finish.
Yeah.
Obviously, the big derby is coming up, fast approaching. Another chance to play in front of probably some of these guys that are
Hope
going to
you're
be here
coming.
today.
Got your tickets?
Who's nodding
Yeah.
their head? Yeah.
Everyone nod.
What's it like for you to potentially inspire that next generation, and you know, especially with like International Women's Days fast approaching, you know, you and your teammates have got the chance to inspire, like I say, that next generation. So what does it mean to you when you see Old Trafford packed out with budding fans?
Yeah, it's cool. It's going to be a great game. It's kind of the business end of the season as well, the last few games. So yeah, it's going to be a really cool day. Especially after the last game we played against them, they probably want to prove a point, and we're playing at home at Old Trafford, and the only thing we want to do is win the game. So it's going to be a good game. Yeah, hopefully all you guys can come. Hopefully you're inspired. Hopefully before the game and after the game. But yeah, it's obviously nice to kind of hopefully be a role model, and hopefully some of these guys can come and take my shirt when they're a little bit older.
And finally, you talked about inspiration there. So what does it mean for you to be captain and to potentially inspire the next generation of footballers or whatever they want to be in their lives?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, to be fair. Never, when I was younger, I never would have thought I'd see myself as that, but now it's come to it, and yeah, it's a privilege to captain the team, and I think I've always really been the same when I've played for United. I give my all to every single game, and hopefully everyone can see that. Whether I'm captain, whether I'm not captain, I do my best on the pitch, no matter what. So I think, yeah, I take pride in that, and yeah, to obviously captain the girls is cool.
Well, that's everything from us here at Old Trafford, like Maya says, and like some of those in attendance here today. We hope to see you for the Women's Manchester Derby, and make sure you get your tickets and secure your seat. So thank you very much for everybody in attending, and thank you, mate. Cheers, guys. Thank you.
Guys.